Okay, hello my favorite people. This one is a bit more serious. You guys know, I started off my channel reacting to UK culture, but it was mainly UK rap, and that started with Stormzy and Santan Dave. And now we're getting more into the culture of everything, and I was asked to learn about the Windrush generation. So from what I know so far, they're basically immigrants, Jamaican immigrants that y'all brought in, and they were told they would get like all these different things for helping build the country, kind of like slaves in America, but they didn't get any of it. And now they're kind of being like, not prosecuted against, but like they're not getting what they were told they would get, like what they deserve. Reparations, if you will. So we're gonna see a video called Who Are the Windrush Generation and figure out what's going on with them. So subscribe if you're new here, check out my other UK culture videos if you haven't yet, and let me know if you want more videos like this in the future by liking the video. Okay, here we go. Who are the Windrush Generation? Let's see.
They've come to seek work in Britain and are ready and willing to do any kind of job that will help the motherland along the road to prosperity.
Okay, so they came looking for jobs to propel the country. That never ends well. Was this before America's colonization or after? Because if it was before, then understandable, but if it was after, yikes.
Help the motherland along the road to prosperity.
The relationship between this country and the West Indies and Caribbean is inextricable.
The relationship between Britain and the West Indies and Caribbean. Well, that's just colonization and imperialism. But, okay, that being said, it sounds like the Windrush generation chose to come, though. It's not like they were uprooted the way we did it over here and just, like, forced. The relationship between this country
and the West Indies and Caribbean is inextricable.
Inextricable, that's a nice word. Those who arrived from the West Indies between 1948. So this was after we did our slavery run, and you know, what year did the Civil Rights Movement begin? I'm sure it was before the No, it was in the 50s and 60s. So it was about the same time period. Our history, terrible. Both of ours. Those who arrived between 1948 and 1971. Can I ask a question? In all seriousness, why does it always have to be the colored folk? Always getting like the bare, like we're always getting the like lowest entry or lowest job, lowest everything. Why are we always the ones getting the lowest, shortest end of the stick? It sucks. Anyways, in 1948, all the Commonwealth citizens were British citizens. Okay, cool. So they came, they did their job, and then they got citizenship. Is that all they expected, or what's going on now? I like their outfits. 492 people arrived on the MV Empire Windrush, that was the name of the boat, on 22nd of June, 1948. Okay. They look very fancy. So these aren't like impoverished people. So then my question is, why did they leave then the Caribbean to come to Britain? Was it just like they saw it as a better opportunity, better land? 492 people.
When my parents and their generation arrived in this country under the Nationality Act of 1948, they arrived here as British citizens.
Yeah. The 1971 Immigration Act gave Commonwealth citizens the right to remain in the UK. Okay, cool. It's kind of like DACA over here. Remain. Oh, remain is highlighted. So I'm guessing current time now, there's like debate about whether they're EU British citizens, but again, they were given citizenship in 1948. So are they trying to be kicked out? Because again, remain is highlighted. A little boy. But the Home Office didn't issue them with any paperwork. Dang! That's like if you say, back during slavery, if you just say, I'm a free, as a colored person, I'm a free man, if you don't have the paperwork to back it up, you're not free. There's no proof. So they're saying out of all the 492 people who arrived on the Windrush boat and were given citizenship, there was no paperwork handed out to any of them to acknowledge that they were citizens. So they're really just still immigrants or still in immigration status after doing all that work or whatever they came there to do. Ay. Or keep a record of those who did stay. Man. That's just messy. Did they do it on purpose though, or was it just like neglect, or they were focused on other things? I don't know. My heart can't fathom the fact that people are really trying to screw people over like this. Maybe in the business world, but humanly? In 2012, Home Secretary Theresa May created a policy called Hostile Environment. Theresa May is y'all's old prime minister before Boris Johnson. She resigned, and I learned all this from my reactions. Told y'all I'm learning. So, Theresa May. It's not what I expected her to look like, but okay. Which made life much Theresa May. I thought she was the good guy. I thought she was against, like, the hate that immigrants get. But apparently she enabled it. Okay. Or at least according to this video. So they didn't have their paperwork. In 2012. So this is kind of current. You know, 2012 was almost a decade ago, but still. Theresa May. You went out with a bang, huh? But it can't... Okay. This then goes into, like, y'all's government system. So the way we work is senators, I don't even know. Somebody can, like, pass a bill, but the House has to say yes. The Senate has to say yes. The president or the top head of the country can't just do whatever they want. That being said, if Theresa May proposes this hostile environment bill, she can't just write it into effect. Other people have to approve it, right? Or since she is the head of parliament, she says whatever she wants and they have to go for it. It says she's the Home Secretary. So she's not the Prime Minister. I'm a bit confused. My point is, this Hostile Environment Act or policy can't just be implemented without other people giving the go-ahead as well. So she's not the only one that is wrong in this situation, is my point. Anyways, the act made it harder for the Windrush generation. Because it requires NHS staff, landlords, and others to demand but they weren't ever given citizenship, though. Again, when they came, they weren't given any. The NHS staff is there to, like, help everyone. That's what I love about y'all, your free healthcare. And me entering nursing school now, it's kind of like your entire being is you want to help people. And the fact that they don't have a silly piece of paper you can't, like, that's just ridiculous. With documents many of the Windrush generation do not have. Yeah. How the frick are you just gonna bring people over, promise them all these things, and then not do the bare minimum of giving them the citizenship that you know they'll need to even survive in the country? That's so messed up. And, like, this is just common sense at this point. Like, it's not their fault they don't have the paperwork. You all should have gave them the paperwork, so why don't you just give it to them now? But again, I know y'all have, like, big issues with race, inequality, and immigration and all that stuff, so this is like a open and closed case to me, but I don't really know what the issue is. If someone wants to explain down below, I'll appreciate it. Look at them. It left a lot of the Windrush generation and their children facing deportation and deprivation. Literally walking into the country at the bottom of the totem pole when they weren't supposed to be. It's annoying. Facing deportation. That's so fucked. Excuse my language, but deportation, they're citizens. Oh my god. This might be a video I have to, like, monitor the comments on, because I know I'm gonna get some people, like, arguing they're not citizens, they weren't born here, just because they immigrated here doesn't mean that they should get it automatically. Well, if they were promised it from the very beginning, they should get it, period. That's so sad.
Thousands of British men and women denied their rights in this country under her watch in the Home Office.
Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. Is Theresa May the old Prime Minister? It was some lady. Is that why she, like, left or whatever? Because she was just negligent? Or did she do it on purpose? I don't know. I can't judge. Can she tell the House how many have been...
Can she tell the House how many have been denied health under the National Health Service?
And I feel like that's the worst of it. The NHS, again, I'm speaking maybe out of turn as an American, but the whole point of the NHS is to ensure everyone has free health care, everyone is taken care of. Even if it takes a long time, you will still get aid, and your financial status isn't going to keep you from receiving health care. But the fact that a simple paper is what's keeping them from receiving whatever they may need is just really sad.
How many have denied pensions? How many have lost their job? This is a day of...
Oh, this is funny. This reminds me of like one of those diversity campaigns. You have 2 black guys, 1 Arab dude, and the rest are white people. We're very diverse, though.
national shame, and it has come about
Were there any women? Oh, whatever. Who cares?
because of a hostile environment policy that was begun under her Prime Minister.
Oh, so the Secretary of the House is the Prime Minister. Theresa May was the Prime Minister. Okay. And what does that even mean? Hostile environment policy? She was saying like they made the country hostile or what? Huh.
Mr. Speaker, I share the Honourable Gentleman's admiration for the people who came here from the Caribbean.
Home Secretary Amber Rudd. Okay, so she's agreeing with the dude. Let's see.
And contributed so much to our society.
That's the reason y'all brought them over. Theresa May has apologized to Caribbean leaders for the treatment of WINDRUSH citizens. I'm sorry, an apology? Why'd you do it in the first place? I'm sorry I screwed your people over. We just wanted to use them for free, then give them back. What is she on?
I want to apologise to you today because we are genuinely sorry for any anxiety that has been caused.
I'm sorry for the anxiety, not the fact that little Suzanne from Jamaica can't get health care, not the fact that her mother has lost her job, and not the fact that her family is discriminated against. I'm just sorry about the trauma that it's caused, not the acts, just the trauma. This video is something else. Oh, that's the end of it. Alright. I'm sorry, I get really riled up. I hope my opinions weren't too out there, or I was speaking out of turn as an American, but yeah, this is like a clear-cut case to me. I don't really understand the issue. They were brought over, said that they would be given citizenship. For some reason, paperwork wasn't made, so make the paperwork now, because you know that there's an issue going on. Period. What's the complications here? I don't really understand. Comment down below if you do, or if you have your own opinions. Again, no disrespect or offense meant to anyone who's, like, I don't know, a part of your parliament or whatever. It is what it is. Bye.